Good morning, dear students. So, today we will do the chapter Life Process, and our today's topic is nutrition. First of all, what is nutrition? Nutrition is defined as the process of intake of nutrient and its utilization by an organism in a various biological activities. It means nutrition is a process in which an organism intake the nutrient. Nutrient may be contain carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, etc. And that nutrient which an organism intake, that nutrients is utilized by an organism in various biological activities. The activities like digestion, respiration, excretion, etc. Now, the mode of nutrition. Depending upon the mode of obtaining nutrient, it is divided into two types. One is autotrophic and one is heterotropic. First of all, we will do the autotrophic nutrition. Now, autotrophic word is made up of two words, auto and tropic. The first auto word means self and trops mean nutrition. So, the nutrition in which an organism prepare their own organic food. Only the inorganic raw material present in the surrounding are called as autotrophic nutrition. An example are plants. As we all know, the plants are known as producers. Why they are known as producers? Because plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So, all the organisms which are producers and which prepare their own food are known as autotrophic nutrition. Now, next is heterotropic nutrition. Heterotropic again is made up of two words, hetero and tropic. Hetero means different or another, and trops means again nutrition. So the nutrition in which an organism derives energy from the intake and digestion of organic substance prepared by autodrops and other organic sources are called as heterotropic nutrition. For example, animals and human. That means in the heterotropic organism, the organism they are depends upon the plants. They are depends upon the autotrophs. The autotrophs or plants make their own food, but the heterotrophs depends upon the autotrophs for their food. They derive energy from the food that are prepared by the autotroph. That means plant prepare the food and animal consume their food. Human consume or get their food from the plant. That means heterotrophs are dependent upon the autotroph for their nutrition. Now, we will do the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. It is very important. Now, as we study that autotrophs prepare their own food and heterotrophs depends upon plants for their food. Second, they possess photosynthetic pigment for trapping energy because autotrophs, that means plants, they prepare their food with the help of the process of photosynthesis. So for preparing the food, they have a photosynthetic pigment, and I think you know that the photosynthetic pigment is chlorophyll and it is used for trapping the light energy. That light energy is further converted into the chemical energy. Now, heterotrophs are not able to prepare their food. That is why they do not have the photosynthetic pigment. That is why they lack photosynthetic pigment for trapping light. Now, they have a pigment, photosynthetic pigment, chlorophyll, and that is used for trapping light. So, these photosynthetic pigment convert light energy into chemical energy. But in the heterotrophs, they do not have photosynthetic pigment. That is why these do not convert the light energy into chemical energy. Now, example, green bacteria and some cyanobacteria. And in the example of heterotroph, animal, human, parasite, fungi, etc. Now, there are some types of heterotropic nutrition. Two types of heterotropic nutrition are there. One is saprophytic and one is parasitic. Now, the word sapro means rotten. Chicken, that means it is a kind of nutrition in which an organism derives their nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. Rotten matter means dead and decaying organic matter. So they get from nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. For example, fungi like yeast mushroom, they get their nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. Next type of nutrition is parasitic nutrition. Now the word para means other. That means the nutrition in which an organism derives their nutrition or food from the other living organism. They do not get their nutrition from the dead organic matter, whereas they get their nutrition from the other living organism. Okay, like Cuscuta and Plasmodium. Okay, the parasite get their nutrition from other living organism, and that living organism is known as what? Host. And these are Plasmodium and Cuscuta. They are the parasite which obtain their food from the host, that is a living organism.